Hey everybody, let me just log in here on my page real quick. Alright, there I am. Okay, so that way I can see your guys' comments. All right. Hi. Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone had a great day today. Okay. All right. I think we're good for view until we actually start creating. So, also, I want to tell you guys something real quick. Thank you to everybody. Last Thursday, I had 299 people that liked my page, and today we have 326 likes. So thank you to everybody that has liked and followed my page. So we're up to 336, and I appreciate it. You guys are such a blessing, and thank you so much. You guys are amazing and awesome. So tonight, what we're going to do, we're going to turn this Dollar Tree witch hat into a Christmas hat. I already did a Halloween one because I wanted to see exactly how many ties I needed on the bottom, because I couldn't remember because it had been so long, because I didn't do this until last year. So trying to remember, how many ties I needed to practice before I actually came on here to do a live for you guys. So this is the witch hat. You can find these at Dollar Tree. They're only $1. You can, if they don't have them in the store or not enough of them, try to check online at the Dollar Tree. 24 do come in a case. That's the quantity. And so that'd be $24 plus shipping, all that stuff. But, so this is what it looks like. And what we're going to do is we're going to take all the tinsel off. That's what we're going to do. It's a good thing that I did, because the previous hat I had, it was actually broken, the frame, because all this is plastic. So when you get your tree or your hats at Dollar Tree, make sure that you get plenty of them if you can, because like mine, I ordered mine last year and it was in a box and it broke. So I had to get out another one. Hi, Sue. So, but as you see right here, once you take all the tinsel off, it has these like little nubs which holds the tinsel. When you're doing a thin mesh or using mesh, or even sometimes ribbon, you can get your wire cutters and take these off. So, or if you're doing a Halloween hat, you can actually leave the black tinsel on there and then use your mesh to cover over the tinsel. That's what I did on my Halloween hat. I had orange, and I just put the orange over the black tinsel. Now on the bottom here, I took everything off. But as you see, that piece broke. So that's like one wasted frame. But you see, you can't be too hard on it because it will snap. So just keep that in mind. So this is the hat. And I already took the nubs off on this one. This is the one that we're going to be working with. So I already used my wire cutters and trimmed them off. You're still going to have like a little bit of it right here left over. That's okay. I mean, it doesn't seem to be sharp, shouldn't tear into your mesh or anything like that. I also went ahead and did my hanger. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, that's fine. But I pretty much put the hanger where the Dollar Tree hanger is. So here's the Dollar Tree hanger, and it hangs straight. So I just put mine right there. But if you don't have to use a pipe cleaner or anything. So, but this is what it looks like right here. So let's get started. Now I apologize if it takes longer because I may have forgotten all the spots, but work with me, work with me. All right, so that's what it is. So let's get started. I will move the camera down so we can, or so you can see. Hi Sue, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining everybody. Now this might be a little bit hard. Times like this, I wish I could invest in a Mevo because then that way I could zoom in. So this might be a little bit more difficult for you guys to see, but I will try to do my best. Okay? So this is the bottom tinsel. You can take this off. We're just going to have a bare naked frame here. Just use your wire cutters and just unravel it. And you just play with it till it comes off. And there you go. Okay, and also, if you're using a darker mesh, you can actually keep the tinsel on the bottom too. Thank you, Sue. Thank you for blessing my page. Hi, Ashley. Thanks for joining. So if you're going to be working with a darker mesh, definitely you can put your ties in here because as you see, it's kind of dark, but you'll be able to see once I take the tinsel off. There are 2 bars right here, and then there's a middle bar right there. But let me take the bottom tinsel off. And it's all about navigating. And it's just unwinding. I wouldn't say it's a long process, but it's just unwinding and everything. And you can keep this if you want to, if you're really good at reusing stuff. Somebody out there might have a great idea to reuse the tinsel. I usually just throw mine away. And you just keep on unraveling it. Now I am far from perfect by doing this, but I just learned this last year, and then I had to refresh my memory by making a Halloween one, and how many ties I wanted and how full I wanted it. And you get tinsel everywhere. And to anybody that hops on, if I don't get to you or say hi to you, I'm sorry. When you're doing your top base right here, when you're wrapping it, you kind of want to, like I said, you don't want to do it too tight because then the frame will snap. So you got to be really careful. But I'm going to be kind of concentrating on right here on the top, so I'm not really going to be able to look at the comments. So I do apologize early in advance. Hi, Tina. Okay, thank you. So what you're going to do, this right here is 5.5 inch mesh. I got this mesh at Hobby Lobby last year. You can use 10-inch mesh for the top. You can use ribbon. You can use the 2.5, the 1.5 ribbon. Just depends on what kind of look you're going for. I particularly like the mesh and the way it looks. So, now if I can remember how to do this, great. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to gather the end and I'm going to put it right here in the back. And then I'm going to zip tie to, I don't know if you guys can see that bar right there. Now I hope this turns out, because when I did it, when I made my Halloween one, it seemed to work out good, but this being alive, anything is possible. Okay. Hold on. Alright, so this is still the back of the frame. I just took the mesh, gathered it up, and then zip tied it to the freaking crossbar right here. So, when you're gathering your mesh, make sure you get the top part. And you're going to kind of go around it. Now you want to try to do your best to kind of cover it, especially if you have like a thinner mesh. Like I said, if you're working with a darker mesh, you can leave the tinsel on top of your witch hat. You do not have to take it off. So, and then you just start curling it. I try to fold my mesh like in half. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I had a little trouble with the 10-inch that I was working with, but you just keep on twisting, and you want to get a good gather right here on top. Now you can put, depending on what you're doing, you can make a Halloween bow, or if you're doing Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, fall, Christmas. So just make sure you gather that, and you're just going to wrap the mesh all the way around. And try to keep it tight, but not too tight. I don't know if that makes sense, because like I said, if you do it too tightly, it's going to break. But you also want your mesh to be smooth and not look so unlayered, I guess. So you just keep on wrapping and turning. And then I will go around my hanger. And I'm still gathering it right as I turn it right there. I know it's really hard to see, and I apologize, guys. Someday I'm hoping to have a Mevo, so that way you guys can see better. You just move your hanger out of the way. And then just keep on turning. If you see some rough spots, you can undo it, and then wherever that section is, but just keep on turning. Keep on holding your mesh tightly. Hi Shelly, thanks for joining. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm really trying to hold it together here. Okay. And once you get going, you'll get a good rhythm of it. Now, these hats were popular at the fairs, or the craft fairs. Okay, and like I said, if you start getting loose, just tighten your grip on the mesh. This is a 5.5 mesh. You can use 10-inch mesh to wrap the top, or you can use ribbon of 1.5 or 2.5. I got this mesh when I first started making wreaths, and I didn't know exactly what good quality mesh was. But I have to say this worked really well for the hats. Now, on a regular wreath, I'd probably say no. but you can use your 10-inch. So again, just make sure you're just having a good hold on it, and you're just turning the wedge frame. Now when it starts going wider is when you have when you can get into the most trouble, because it goes really awkward. The top part is not so bad, but when you get to this wider area, it's a little bit harder. Then you kind of have to bring your other hand and kind of smooth it out a little bit, just to keep that polished look. So you just keep on wrapping. Sorry guys if I'm not paying attention to the comments. I can answer them as soon as I'm done with this top part. Okay. Just keep on wrapping it. You don't have to go very fast. Let's see, we're kind of got a little bulgy there. That's okay. I usually try to do better. Okay, and then you just keep on wrapping it. Just keep up. Sorry, I always make grip. Hold on, and then okay, we'll go around one more time. Okay, well, there's a bulgy spot. I didn't do a very good job. I usually like mine really kind of even, but alright, then you bring it to the back, and then what you're going to do is you're going to zip tie to the back bar back here. Make sure you're still holding a little bit tight, and I'm going to zip tie before I actually cut it. So that way I'm keeping this part tight, this part right here tight, and I'm not going to lose it. I always have my zip ties going the opposite way that I need it to go. Seriously. Okay. Now, I would definitely use zip ties to hold it. Okay, so we got that part done. And then you can always tuck the bottom part under. And there we go. So now that we got the top part done, we have our hanger. Now we're going to fill these. See where we have, I would keep the nubs here. I wouldn't cut them off. because when you're putting your pipe cleaners on here, it's going to kind of give it, it won't let it go down the bars. So I'm going to put 14 on the bottom. Hi Dee, thanks for joining. Okay, and then you just take your pipe cleaner, and then we're going to do it on the edge or on the corner here. Make sure your pipe cleaner's even. So I'm going to put the pipe cleaner right here, and then I'm going to just twist it. So this is what I did. There's the nub on the very top, and then I just wrapped it around the middle bar and the nub and twisted the pipe cleaner a couple times. Okay, now we're going to, let's see, let's go here. Second one I put down here on the bottom. So I took the middle bar and the bottom bar. Now when I'm doing the top, I'm going to put it around the middle bar and the top bar, so that way it won't move. How much mesh to do on top? It really depends. This is 5.5. You can use the 10-inch. It's just all about wrapping it until you get to about right here. So I don't know exactly. But one roll should do you, whether it's a 10-inch or a 5.5. And now, since I did the bottom, I'm going to go to the top. So here's the top pipe cleaner, and I went between right here in the corner. So I went right here. Next, I'll go right here, and then here. And then it's just like a back and forth motion. But I do try to use those knobs as grip though. Oh, didn't tie that tight enough. Okay. Let's see. And I try to space them out best I can. I know it's hard for you guys to see on your end. Let's see, I'm gonna do this one. Bring it down. Okay. Okay, so now we have 4 pipe cleaners on here. So again, I did the middle bar and the bottom bar and wrapped the pipe cleaner around that and did a couple twists. Now I'm going to move up to the top bar. Now when I did my Halloween hat, pipe cleaners went 14 all the way across, so I'm hoping I'll come out on top here. Because that would be so embarrassing if I did not, and then that would just be embarrassing. It would be really embarrassing. So hopefully I come out like I'm supposed to, like I did on my Halloween hat. Like I said, guys, I'm so sorry. At times like this, it'd be nice to have amiibos. That way I could zoom in and you guys would see better. So, again, so I did top, bottom, top. And so we're going to go down to the bottom. So we'll go about right here. And then to the top. And then right here. And then the top. And then the bottom. And hopefully number 14 will wind up back here in the corner. So I am hoping we come out. Now, I cut my mesh at 10 inches because I did not have enough of my mesh. You can cut yours at 15 inches. You can cut your mesh at 15 inches in length, and I probably wouldn't do any more than 15 inches. You want it to look full, but you don't want the bottom to cover, like come all the way up here, because you do still want to show your top part of your hat. Okay, so all right, I'll show you what I've done so far. Okay, so I did the bottom, and then the top, and then the bottom, and then we've got some more here, so it should be 14. So we'll figure it out. Now the mesh I'm going to be using is a lot much thinner mesh. So I want to try to get my pipe cleaners a little bit closer, maybe not so so far apart. I think that's what I might have done here. So when you're doing this, just look at it. Like I said, I use 14 pipe cleaners. And it's all about playing with it, and that's what I had to do with my, when I was doing my witch hat. So now that I'm live, you know, it's like, well, this is not turning out. Okay. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? I know it's so hard to see and kind of explain, but I'm hoping I can give you some basics, and then you guys can do your hats. Okay, yay, we got 14. Yes, it worked out. I'm loving it. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so we've got 14 pipe cleaners on here. And we got number 14 all the way here in the corner. I had to put that one right there. But trust me, it looks really weird right now. But once you start putting your mesh in, it will start to fill out. So, all right. Now we got the pipe cleaners in. This is the mesh I have. This is going to be my bottom portion here. Like I said, these are cut at 10 inches because I would have cut them to 15. The only reason I did not do that was because I did not have enough of this mesh, and this is all the mesh I have. This was from last year at Hobby Lobby's Christmas. And what you're going to do is you're just going to do a ruffle. And then you're going to place it in your pipe cleaner. Press it down good in the middle. Now the sides are going to stick out. They will. That's okay. But when you put the next one in, you just push it up a little bit and then it'll start to fill out. And then that's what you do. Whatever mesh or burlap or ribbon you're doing, you're just gonna, it'll kind of look stuck, but it will look full. So I'm hoping and then you just start filling it in. Now, since I did not have enough of this mesh, I did cut some just red and green that I will put into curls. That's what I like to do. I like to do the ruffle and put some curls in here. But I definitely had to have the curls for this one because I did not have enough mesh. So, you don't have to put the curls in at all. I just put the curls in if I see like a part that might be too gappy. Kind of gives you a unique look. And you will have to fight all through the other pipe cleaners just to get to the one that you need to put in. And then you just give it a few twists. And it will start taking shape. I know it looks really weird right now. So, hi Kathy. I'm sorry if I missed everybody. Hopefully you guys can understand it maybe a little bit. Hopefully I'm explaining it okay. And then of course you're going to have some stragglers, so just cut them off. So recap guys, for anybody that's new that's joining, we took a Dollar Tree witch hat and we took the tinsel off and we wrapped 5.5 inches of mesh around the top. And now we're putting 10-inch mesh cut at 10 inches. But if your mesh is thin, I would recommend cutting it at 15. And we put 14 pipe cleaners on the bottom. And now we're filling the bottom part with the mesh. And we're doing the ruffle technique. So you just press down when you're putting, just like on a wreath, just press down in the middle and give it a couple of twists. Okay. And you just fill the spots. There's really no set thing. I try to just do it how I put the pipe cleaners on there, did the corner, then went to the bottom, to the top, fill the bottom, fill the top. But that's just me. You don't have to do that. It just helps me, that way I'm not missing a pipe cleaner or an empty spot. So it helps me, but you don't have to do it that way. It is pretty mesh for Hobby Lobby. That's pretty mesh. Their Christmas mesh is not too bad. Because sometimes you can find something different at the craft stores, you know, than online. And I just really like the colors because this has got the green, the red, and silver in it. And I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. Okay, and then we just keep on filling those spots. This is what it's looking like right now. Like I said, it's looking a little weird. And we still have this whole side over here to fill up. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the top. And also, if you guys want to see any lives from me or anybody else that you like to watch, if you tap your screen right now, there should either be three dots or a bell in the far right corner of your screen. Just click on that, and then you scroll down to where it says turn on notifications. If you tap on that, that will turn on your notifications, so that way when I go live or somebody else you like to watch goes live, it will pop up in your regular notification feed. So because apparently now you have to pay for mini chat or it's going away. So but you can do that. Now, don't be surprised, though, what I have found out, sometimes a person will be on live for about a few minutes before it pops up in my notifications. So, but that's okay, but at least, you know, you still get to see them. All right. We're getting there. It's starting to fill out. And you can add embellishments on this, whether it's for fall, Halloween, Christmas. It's just something different that a person or a customer might want. You kind of just want to make sure you have that option. Because this would go great like on an apartment door, assistant living, you know, something to give your customers an option. You can do like any type of theme. You could do candy cane, you know, going with the red and white mesh. You can do what was really, really popular last year was the elf. So, so you decorate this and then you put the elf legs underneath here. We just had a little while. We were very lightweight. Oh, you guys are Wreath Makers Live? That is awesome. What happens in New Orleans stays in New Orleans, right? Oh, glad everybody's having fun. Okay, then we're gonna just gather it up in the middle. And when you have this type of stripe mesh, it's really, really good to have that because you can find your middle and just walk it up. All right, y'all, we are on our last pipe cleaner. So it goes pretty easy. I mean, it goes pretty quickly. So, okay, so we're gonna do this right here. Has anybody been watching Shark Week at all? My husband and I. It's one thing that we agree on to watch together is Shark Week. I like the Lifetime movies and the Hallmark movies, and my husband's like sports and like a Sands of Anarchy and Walking Dead. Me, not so much. So that we come together, him and I, we come together and we watch Shark Week. Okay, so I can see a few gaps here, but this is where my curls come in. So I would have done the curls in the same mesh, but this is all the mesh I had left over. I cut my pipe cleaner in half. I would get my bodabber out, but it's in a box. And I totally forgot to take it out. So, like I said, I cut some regular red and green mesh, and I'm going to just do your regular curl. Or roll. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, thank you, Sue. I was really nervous when I was cutting everything down. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I have enough. Okay. So you just do your, see what I'm doing. Just do your curl. Roll it up. Take your half pipe cleaner, put it in a V. Grab it from the bottom and pull up. And you're going to twist the top part, not the bottom. Alright, well, let me take a look here and see where I need the gap. I need a fill. Alright, let's put, let's see, I'm going to put it right here. So I'm just going to stick my curls, the pipe cleaner that I have my curls around, onto the middle bar. Oh, if I can get through this empty space over here. Doesn't catch it on. Okay. It's catching on the other mesh. Okay, here we go. We got it. Now I'm just going to pull and tighten it on the middle bar. Like I said, I wish I had more of the mesh. That way it blend in better. I don't know, I might not like this. But I'm hoping that Hobby Lobby will have more of this mesh in because I really like it. I really like it for the Christmas hats. Let me see. And let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to do only one. Hi, Connie. Thanks for joining. Let's see what it looks like with one roll. Because usually when I have the same mesh, I will just do one roll or one curl. So let's just stick it through here. We may just stick the red and everything throughout. And I will also show you how I like to cover the back. You do not have to cover the back of the hat. If you don't want to, you don't have to do that. I like to cover the backs of my wreaths, and same goes for the Christmas hats or fall hats or Halloween hats. I like to cover the back because I like to have it to give it that polished look. Okay. And if you have really good thick mesh, you really won't need to do this unless you want to just add them through here. But other than that, you don't really need to if you've got good quality mesh. And put a red one here, and then I'll probably put a green one here. And then again, just take your half pipe cleaner, put it in a V, pull up, and twist. Okay, so I wanted one over here because, I mean, when you hold up things to the light, you just see it all. That's how I go when I don't have any makeup on. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so again, you're just going to tie it to the middle bar. Hopefully without the pipe cleaner snagging on the other mesh. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And then just give it really good twists. Probably about 3 or 4 because you're not really going to mess with these anymore. Then, like I said, you do not have to have the curls in there if you don't want to. If I had enough of my mesh, I would have done 15 inches and it would have given a really good fullness to it. Okay. All right. So we'll put one more curl in here, and then we will. Where's that middle bar? We will do the glitter balls. That's also another option you can do, and put it in your hats, glitter balls. You don't have to, but it just add a little bit of sparkle. Okay. All right. So, as you can see, if it was 15, it would be a lot fuller and you probably wouldn't need the curls. But since I didn't have enough of this mesh, I cut my mesh down to 10 inches. So, oh, thank you, Sue. But you get the gist of it though. So 14 pipe cleaners, and I would just take it from the corner and just go bottom, top, depending on how close you want them to be. So, but with the 14 pipe cleaners all the way on the bottom is, I think it's a very good fullness. Like I said, if you have a thinner mesh, I would definitely probably, depending on if it's the iridescent mesh or something you're going to be working with, I would probably layer the two together and then roll it up in a ruffle. So it just really depends on what kind of look you're going for. So, but this is it now. Then we have glitter balls. Now, what I like to do, if you were going to do red and white, you can get like the little round, kind of look like a snowball at Hobby Lobby, and you can put it right here at the top. So then it kind of has like that hat feel. So if you got, or you could do like red and white, green and white. Just make sure if you're doing white along the bottom, make sure you fill those gaps, because the last thing you want a customer to do is really see through, and that's where I like to cover my back. See, I don't like this showing. Just like on my wreaths, I don't like this stuff showing. I put a back on my wreaths, I put a back on my hats. Yep, that was really popular last year. Was you would attach them probably either to the bottom or middle bar, or both. I don't know how, and then do it that way. Yep, that is definitely an idea. So with the glitter balls, what I like to do, since we got the silver in the mesh, I've got silver balls, red and white balls, and it's out of the way, and I've got my green balls here. Yep, got my green balls. So green balls, red balls, silver balls. So I'll come over here where you guys can see a little bit better. Okay. So what I like to do is, I don't really like my pipe cleaners to stick out that far. So I will trim them down, not all the way down, because I want the glitter balls to still stick out and be visible. But I don't want them to stick out way past the mesh. So I will trim them down. Now you don't have to add glitter balls. You can add, you can put tubing in here. You can just, if you want like ribbons, you can put ribbons throughout the bottom part. Oh, you got the felt? Yeah, I got, I did the felt with the plastic canvas for the backs. Well, let me get my glue gun going here. That way I can show you what I do. So you just keep on going through, giving the pipe cleaners a little trim, a little haircut. I actually made this exact, well, used the mesh and the red top for my aunt last year. And I did the ribbon flower on top. I did the ribbon flower there on top. Because at that time I was not very good at making bows. I don't know if anybody else has that struggle. Okay. Oh no, Kathy. Well, I hope you're having a good time at Wreath Makers Live. Okay. Alright, I think we have them trimmed down. So, all I do with the glitter balls, let's see. I usually go for the small ones. These come with different sizes. I mean, you can go huge, you can go medium. Are those the same? Yeah, those are the same. So they've got 2 different sizes. Now the best way to put glitter balls on, so we'll go for the small ones. Ah, lost a ball. So, oh, there you go. So I go for the smaller ones, not the huge ones. You can go for the huge ones if that is something you want to do. Let's see. Oh, I'm losing balls. That way I don't lose my balls there. Okay, so let's see, where can you see better? Okay, usually what I will do is I will stick the glitter ball on top. I don't want to go too deep. And then I will pull it out, and where I put the hole, I'll just take my glue gun and dab just a little over that hole. And then I put it right back in. And there you go. So that's all you have to do with the glitter balls. Just make your indent of a hole. Use your glue gun. Just do a little. And then just put it on your pipe cleaner. And then you got your balls. You got the decorative. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think so far? Let's see. I can't see your guys' comments. I think I'm frozen on my laptop here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay. Oh, hi, Dee. Oh my gosh, I missed all kinds of people. Connie. Okay. Alright, hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Like I said, I will get back to you guys after the live. So what I would do is I would do like the red, silver, and then I would do green and silver, or you can do red and green, whatever you guys want to do. But this is what I do to do that. Just put a little bit of glue on the ball, on the hole. And I just stick it on there. I like the glitter balls during Christmas because it gives it just that little shine. So, like I said, you don't have to. You can add ribbon tails, you can add bows. So probably what I'll do here is stick a bow up there. But let this dry real quick, and then I'll show you what I do to cover the back. Okay, where did I put the back? Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me find my back. Here's my pipe cleaner, or my zip ties. Okay, got a glitter ball, but I haven't found the back. Okay, for the back, where did I put that? There it is. Okay, so here it is, found it, it's on my printer. So for the back, I just have regular felt. I measure out and I use the Sharpie and outline it. And I have white felt, and then I use the canvas. And what I do is I just put glue on the white and then put this canvas on here. And of course I'll put the ugly side down. So all I'm going to do is put glue on there, flip this over, and try to line up the best I can. and then just gently do that. If you guys have another way of putting the back on, like using the felt, that's fine. This works for me. And then I use zip ties. I mean, if you guys know a better way, please tell me. And then, so what I'll do is I'll tie everything down back here. Which I didn't even do the bar. Okay. Now it's good. Now it's good. Just cut these down. And then I just lay this on the back. And I always try to, for the back, when you're going to get here on the back, I always try to have the felt match the color of the mesh. In case your mesh is thin. Just losing stuff right and left here. Like I said, if you got any hairs, trim them off. So all I do line it up the best I can, and then I will zip tie. I'll poke the hole, see, poke through that, and then I will tie it to the outside bar. Just like that, and then I will go through and do one here, 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 and then that way you're not seeing. So if I had put the white on there and my mesh was a lot thinner than I wanted it to be, then the white would kind of see through in the right kind of light, but now it won't because I've got the red felt there and it blends in with the rest of the mesh. So, but at least this part is covered, and nobody has to see that ugly part if somebody has a glass door. Gabby, what's up, glitter balls? Oh my goodness, she is cracking me up right now. So that's what I do. So I'll be putting glitter balls throughout the hat, or throughout the bottom portion, to give it that little sparkle and that glitter. And then you can do a ribbon bow, a regular bow, or the flower bow, whatever they call it, the flower bow. You can put like the little white snowball here. You can do, you can make a bow with the mesh or the tubing, or with some mesh right here and with the tubing. I mean, there's so many possibilities, guys, so many possibilities. So, does anybody have any questions? Any questions at all? Let me show you guys my Halloween hat. I was so proud of it that it turned out so good since it had been such a long time from doing it last year. Yep, sorry about the bright light. So I'm doing that. But yeah, this is the hat. Like fluorescent. There. Oh, no, it went back to that. Oh, sorry guys. This is what it's to work on a phone. So, but this is what I did. So that's what I did. So on this one, I left the tinsel on there. And then I just wrapped my orange mesh all the way around over the black tinsel that was on there. And of course I put my back on there. And I still have 14. And with this mesh is a lot thicker, so I did cut this at 10 inches. And then of course I have the glitter balls. And then I did the bow. So I don't know if I want to do a ribbon flower or a bow for that. And it's been a while since I've done the ribbon flower too. So I'm going to have to refresh myself on that one too. A couple of tries, I know will for sure. So, but that's what I did. So we went from this to this. To this. Like I said, I'll have to decide what I want to do at the top. But you guys get the idea. So this turned into this. So what do you guys think? Any questions at all, guys? Hi Marlene, thank you so much. Thank you. So I know, I'm sorry I didn't finish it all the way. Like I said, I'm still kind of deciding on what to do. So I don't really know if I like the curls. So I'm just gonna have to look at it after a good night's sleep, and I've been having a headache all evening, so I'm really sorry. And I said I was going to come on, and I really wanted to show you guys this real quick. So, I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to finish it, but hopefully you guys get a gist. And I would love to see pictures of your guys' creations and what you guys come up with and everything. So, I'm going to go take some Advil and go lay down. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. And I love you all. And thank you so much for blessing my page and for liking and following. I appreciate it so much. You guys are awesome and amazing. And I love you all. I love you guys so much. And I promise, I will actually do a live where I actually finish the whole project. So, I promise. I'm open. So, but you guys have a wonderful, blessed night. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next week. We will try to we'll try to make a wreath on a 16-inch frame. I have never done that. I've got my frames in, and I also got my signs in from Personally Yours too. So I'm hoping to use those signs for future lives. Do you guys want to see the signs at all? Oh, hi Shelly, good night. Thank you. Or I can show them to you guys next week. I can show you guys real quick. Okay. All right. Well, good night, guys, and I love you guys. So I'll show you guys the signs next week. So hopefully I won't have a headache. So we will go from there, guys. Okay. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Night.